Hey guys, Doug, Michigan E-Piper here. We're going to do it's kind of a VR, but I hate to use the term VR because it seems to be a little overused lately, and I don't mean that disrespectfully to the YTPC or anything. It's just there's so much going on, and that's a good thing. There's so much going on in YTPC and response videos and stuff. So, but this is actually to the Midnight Piper. He didn't ask for a response, but he had a video that he did for the 16th day, about 16th day, and his feelings there. That it just, kind of resonated with me. First, I want to get some housekeeping out of the way. I've got my Missouri Meerschaum Country Gentleman with some Sutliff Mocha. And it strips, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm new enough still that I'm not exactly sure how to pack it, so I'm having fun trying to figure that out. And the problem is that I go online to look for this kind of stuff, to, how do you pack this, how do you pack that, how do you smoke this, how do you smoke that? But then I get sidetracked with the YTPC videos and then never figure out the answer until I'm out in the bar and getting ready to smoke it. So, is what it is, I guess. Got the door open today. Excuse me, I was going to do a video outdoors, but it's still pretty early in the morning here in Michigan, so we're at 30 degrees. But it's going to be a beautiful day. They're calling for like 50s, and thought about getting the bike out, but then I'd have to wash it, and I want to wash it in 40-degree weather, so because it'll be 40 degrees by the time I'm done riding. But back to Midnight Piper. First off, I wanted to give him a shout out. And I want to back up before that. I forgot my notes, so I'm going to try to keep this connected. But before that, I wanted to mention, if you like blues music, I just got onto a new channel. The guy's name is Howie. And man, has he got some good music. So if you like blues, I'd check him out. I just subscribed to him, and he's phenomenal. Anyway, back on track. So Midnight Piper did a video about 16th day and who you really are, and I will say I laughed through most of it, and I'll be the first to tell you that I learned a long time ago that, being funny for people, just be funny for people, is not necessarily a good thing. And I'm sorry about the birds. Of course, the video starts and they're going to start chirping away. But yeah, I used to do my best to make people laugh all the time. I don't think that Midnight Piper does that. I think he's naturally funny. But he was talking about who you are, and him and 16th Day both were talking about who you are compared to how you are as a presenter. And to tell you the truth, Midnight Piper was kind of refreshing in his explanation and in his openness. I can tell you, and I've mentioned this in my videos before, that I'm not this straight-laced. I'm a lot, when I'm relaxed and not presenting, I don't want to say I'm not this guy, because I am this guy, but, when you're doing a video, you're trying to make it interesting, you're trying to, I don't want to say appeal to the audience, because I don't want to make it sound like I change who I am, but, I do like to stay on task, because I don't like just doing videos where I ramble. I try to stay fact-based. If you listen to most of my videos, I'm sure I've not done this, here and there, but I'll try to tell you if it's my opinion, I'll try to tell you it's my opinion. If it's fact, it's usually based out of scripture, just because, that's where I have my foundation, obviously. So, but, Midnight Piper said something that I found interesting. He said, I'm so screwed up at one point, or something to that effect. And, I'm sure he knows this, but it did bring up to me how that seems to be the next generation, and I'm saying this because my son's 20. The next generation seems to be, that almost seems to be their banner. And it's not Midnight Piper's, case. I'm not saying it is. He just brought that, kind of brought that to the forefront for me, and it's something I want to talk about. Is that it seems like now everybody's like, I'm a screwed up person. I can't function, and I told my son, because my son kind of went down that road one night, and I told him, like, son, you're not screwed up. Or it's not necessarily you're not screwed up, but we're all screwed up. We all are derailed, and we're just trying to make it. The only difference is that, when you're looking at yourself, you see every intimate detail, every wrong thought, every wrong decision, every mistake you've made. You see it all. And with other people, we see what they present, just like, the YouTube videos. So you might not see it all. So you don't realize that, they're just as screwed up as you are. Little sleepy time tea. So yeah, I think, and I did one video in Analogies of Faith about, setting that example for the next generation. I think that's a big part of that, is showing this next generation that we are screwed up too. Man, woman, whatever, we are screwed up too. It's just that you do the best with what you got. And that's, if you find your most confident people, they don't dwell on the fact that they screwed up on this or they screwed up on that. And I'm not talking about arrogant people, because there's a difference between confidence and arrogance. And I pray for that a lot, that, I would have confidence without arrogance. But, when you look at your most confident people, humble but confident people, they don't dwell on their mistakes. They learn from them and move on. And I've heard 16th Day kind of touch on that too, about, we kind of screwed up, but that's the thing is if you start listening to people, a lot of people say that, because we're all screwed up. There's no hiding it, guys. Nobody's perfect. And, I think that there is this temptation, once you are successful, to have that arrogance. You get confident and then you get arrogant. And, I've said over the years, there's a lot of guys that are like, well, you've done a lot in your fire department. And I always stop them, and I don't say always. I'm sure there's times when I haven't and I've forgotten about it or whatever. For the most part, I'd say a good 95% of the time, I usually stop them. I'm like, hang on a second. It's not, I'm the supervisor, but I didn't do all that. I didn't change this, and I didn't add that or take that bad part away. It was the team. And if you can keep that kind of mentality, man, because we're screwed up, and there's no way we can have that much success as one person. But if we all pull together as a team, or as one person put to me recently, if we all row in the same direction, you can do so much, And I think that's why the YTPC is so prevalent, or so, I don't want to say successful, because it's not like we're really accomplishing huge things other than a good community. Maybe we can put it that way, we're successful as a community, is because we're not looking to dwell on the faults of others or ourselves. We're just having a chat, enjoying talking, bouncing ideas off each other, and being relaxed. Obviously that's what most of pipe smoking is about, is relaxing, right? Which again, I think is, and I don't want to say the problem with the next generation, because back in my day, rah rah rah, that's not who I want to be. Every generation has its own issues, obviously, but I think this generation that we've got right now, and it's not just a generational thing. I've caught myself having issues with it too. Is that we're so busy watching videos, not just YTPC, but watching videos and gaming, and I don't game, but I'm getting at, and having something to do all the time, being stimulated all the time, that we can't focus on who we are, we can't relax because there's always something going on. So that's why I think that, when it comes to pipe smoking, we have that chance to sit down, take a breath, take a puff, and relax. Like look around, For me, it gives me a chance to do some more reflection and prayer, connection, and I think it grounds us, and I think that with this, especially with the next generation, but also with ours, we're just being overstimulated. And the best way to fix that is take a break. Maybe we should just, start making everybody smoke a pipe or a cigar. But if you haven't had a chance to check out Midnight Piper or 16th Day, give them a look-see. They're real. And what I mean by that is I don't think that you're going to get a presenter view, for the most part. Everybody's going to have a little bit of that, but because I know what people are watching and they're focused on that, but these two guys are pretty real, and that says a lot, and I hope to, I'm sure if you look back over my videos, I'm pretty stiff in the first few just because, I'm trying to be, I had the mutton chop piper thing in mind, and nothing wrong with mutton chop piper, but he was an instructor. And I love, doing instruction. I've taught for 20 years plus in the fire service, and I absolutely love it. So that was the mindset that I was in. But then the more I watched the YTPC, I'm like, man, I need to break down some of the walls a little bit. I didn't put them up there on purpose, but they're there, and so it's nice to be able to break it down and have a little bit more of a real me type of attitude. So yeah, we're all screwed up. Best part about it is that we can bounce that off each other, and we can talk about it and know that it's not just me. The whole world's perfect, and I'm the one. Don't tell anybody, but I'm the one that screwed up. So thanks Midnight Piper for bringing that up. I appreciate that. Loving your videos, man. Same thing with you, 16th Day. And you guys keep up the good work. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this. We've got some shooting to do later, and go enjoy that and enjoy the beautiful day. Hope you guys can do the same. So guys, until next time, you take care.